Now pay attention to this video. When you look at the screen, I will take you through some reports that happened in 2010. This is from BBC News. Gaddafi says Nigeria should split into several states along ethnic lines. That is from BBC. Now let's go to Reuters. Reuters is saying that Gaddafi suggests Nigeria split along ethnic lines. Follow me. Let us go to another report and understand what really transpired in this 2010. Now, when you go to the next report there, also from BBC, it says, divide Nigeria in two, says Muammar Gaddafi. Okay, say Nigeria should be divided into two nations to avoid further bloodshed between Muslims and Christians. I'm going to somewhere. I want you to follow me in this video. Now you have the Daily Nation Africa. The Daily Nation reports that Nigeria should be split, says Gaddafi, as poll date set. Now, this is from Reuters again. Gaddafi suggests Nigeria split along ethnic lines. Now, this is a Libyan newspaper, Arabia.net. It says, partition Nigeria to end violence, Gaddafi. Now, this is Wiki News. It says, Muammar Gaddafi divide Nigeria into two. Follow me. This is a Telegraph, a UK newspaper. It says, Gaddafi provokes Nigeria by calling for it to split. You see how the UK twisted what Gaddafi said. Gaddafi provoked Nigeria. So anyway, I think some people who are benefiting from the corruption in Nigeria, they were really anchored by what Muammar Gaddafi said. Now, this is a typical Africa, a Facebook post. It says, in 2010, due to ethnic and religious tension, Muammar Gaddafi suggests that Nigeria should split into two. Okay, all right. Now, let us pay attention. That is the few reports that I just bring to you for me to prove to you that there was a time that ethnic tension was happening in Jos. For you to know that the problem we are having today, some of them started a very long time ago. And that is why I'm telling you people that there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that is going to solve the situation in Nigeria. Keep on deceiving yourself. Let your leaders continue to deceive you. Muammar Gaddafi is one of the greatest African leaders. You might hate him because of his position, because of the way he led his people. By the way, I have been in Libya. I have worked in Libya. The time I was in Libya, that time, even when Gaddafi have died, the Libyans, you can't compare it to 90% of African country, the country, because their natural resources is for the Libyans. It's not for the foreigners. It's not for the few individuals. You can hardly buy fuel in Libya then. You can see schools, hospitals, everything is free. As a Libyan, you want to get married, the government owe you both your house, your vehicle, and so many other things. Like, the country was literally heaven until the West brought a propaganda to kill Gaddafi, and they killed him. Now, what am I trying to say? Gaddafi was a very good friend to Obasanjo, and Gaddafi started seeing the wave of Nigerians moving out of the country, passing through Libya, that early 2009, 2010. And he was telling Obasanjo what is going on. Then Yaradua, Jonathan emerged, and this issue of ethnic tension started rising again. So because of the friendship Gaddafi had with Obasanjo, he thought that, I think I should be able to suggest these people the solution I know that will solve the problem of Nigeria, because Gaddafi studied Nigeria. He brought a solution that Nigeria should split into ethnic lines. The Senate officially rejected it. Yes, the Senate they had a plenary and brought what Gaddafi said, and they officially rejected it. Goodluck Jonathan said then, on behalf of the government, that calling to split Nigeria is an evil thing. That instead of Gaddafi to say we should solve the problem we are facing, Gaddafi is saying we should split. Gaddafi made a statement in reply. To avoid bloodshed in Nigeria, split Nigeria into so many states along their ethnicity. Gaddafi was resolute. Gaddafi was like, this thing must be done for Nigeria to destabilize, for this region to have peace. And the West don't want it to happen. You know, when Barack Obama, who saw the administration of Goodluck Jonathan as evil and brought Buhari, yes, Barack Obama single-handedly, put Buhari. You might not understand what I'm saying. Barack Obama champions the removal of Jonathan and brought Buhari. Barack Obama counted one of the reasons with the UK, with British government. One of the reasons they supported the killing of Gaddafi was the division of Nigeria. Gaddafi was resolute. Gaddafi was trying to mediate. These people are dying. They are dying. We have to bring a solution to these people. To solve this problem once and for all, Nigeria have to fight. Gaddafi was already talking to the African nations, talking to so many people, talking to Ethiopia, talking to Egypt. Gaddafi was talking to Cameroon. Gaddafi established talk with ECOWAS, but ECOWAS did not give him a listening ear because of Nigeria factor. Gaddafi was trying to settle this region because Gaddafi knew that there would be war, there will be crisis, there will be attacks tomorrow. And they said the West brought a propaganda. Gaddafi is trying to use nuclear weapon. Gaddafi is trying to kill his people. Gaddafi don't want to accept democracy. Gaddafi is a dictator. Gaddafi want to divide Nigeria. Gaddafi is this, Gaddafi is that, and they kill this man. A question I'm asking you today. Do you think Gaddafi was not normal? Do you think Gaddafi was insane? Don't you think that what Gaddafi said is the truth and what people must do today? Don't you think that what Gaddafi suggested is the ultimate solution? Are you still dreaming? I am of the opinion that Nigeria, the whole Africa, we are brothers. And our brotherhood should remain. Why people stay on their own based on their ideologies, especially religious and socio-cultural ideologies. You understand? Like if you come to the European Union, you will see that they have one thing in common. Especially majority of them use euro as a currency. They have the same trade zone, free trade zone. They share intelligence, they share security, and so on. But they remain in different countries. EU is like a country, one country, but all of them are different. So it is important for people to understand that there is no strength in diversity. There is no strength, and there is no multicultural country in the whole world. No multicultural country in the world that exists. Let me give you an example. You see America have one constitution. America is a Christian country. Their constitution is based on Bible. You see Qatar, Saudi Arabia, as you see Dubai, these are Muslim countries. So you can't come to Qatar and start trying to bring another thing into their constitution and into their culture. You will bring crisis. You understand? But in Nigeria, Britain, they knew what they did. They never want Nigeria to succeed. They brought people who don't have the same socio-cultural value together. Everybody in Nigeria are good people. You saw this katakata that you are seeing in Nigeria. It was planted by Britain. And don't believe your politicians. Don't believe these people. Don't believe these businessmen. They know what they are doing. They are benefiting from this crisis. They don't want lasting solution. This is one of the dangers. One of the disadvantage of entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs will always look for a way to exploit situation to their own profit. Be careful of entrepreneurs. They are dangerous. Every situation you see, entrepreneurs will like to exploit it for their own good. So entrepreneurs don't bring a lasting solution to events. They don't bring a lasting solution to so many crises. I am not overruling or generalizing. I know so many entrepreneurs who have done something that is perpetual, if I may put it so. But most entrepreneurs just want their own profits, their own protection. They don't think about the future. What is going to happen in the future? What is going to happen to my children? This trend, how long will it stay? They don't think about all these things. Entrepreneurs are dangerous. So, after understanding what Gaddafi said And now coupled it with what Kunde Odaomi, who was the head of Nigeria Military Intelligence Agency, he said he have studied Nigeria, he have studied the fights with the DSS, that Nigeria cannot succeed. A head of Nigeria Military Intelligence Agency says so. He said the only thing that will make Nigeria to succeed is the division of Nigeria. But anytime you come out to say something like this, the hair will get loose. Everybody will begin to fight you. Everybody will begin to set out for hot war. Like you committed a treason. Why did you say Nigeria should divide? Gaddafi meant well for Nigeria. But because of the greediness of so many politicians, because of the blindness of the so-called youth, and because of the short-sightedness of so many religious leaders, because they are still among, they could not buy the idea of division of Nigeria. And I'm of the opinion still that if Nigeria did not divide, you saw this killing is going to continue. It's going to continue, and people are going to suffer it. So, I'm of the opinion that a referendum should be conducted, especially on the occasion of, number one, Boko Haram, who want a Sharia state. Boko Haram want a Sharia state. That is their mission. Nigeria can't defeat Boko Haram. They've got to have the Sharia state. Number two, you see Biafra ideology. You can't stop the Biafra ideology. Don't let anybody deceive you. From generation to generation, the ideology will be there, and it will not breed peace if they don't have it. You see, number three, forget that Tinubu is the president. Most Yorubas want their Odua nation. You see the middle belt, number four, they are not happy because people are invading their territories to kill them. They will wish to have their own country. These are the four places that I know that should separate as a matter of urgency. But this is a talk that people will not buy. People will not understand it. I give you now the next 10 years. Nigeria will not exist again. May God keep you alive. Mark it somewhere. 10 years from today, Nigeria will not exist again. By then, all this issue of terrorism must have caused a war. Should I say a civil war? But there will be uprising. People cannot keep quiet why many people are being killed. Nigeria is big. Because it's big, a lot of people don't know what is happening in the other side. So, this is what I have to say about what Gaddafi said. May his soul rest in peace. He meant well for Nigeria. But Nigerians, we are too myopic to see the future.